Yo, what up, this is your boy King Series, straight from Busy Home Beats here. And in today's video I've made an Afro beat with only FL Studio drum kit. Yes, drum kit. It's a fast tempo Afro beat, a danceable one. And I'm just going to show you how I made this beat, and I'm just telling you that you can make your drums and everything sound good on your own without trying to purchase. If you don't have money to purchase some third-party drum kit, then you just have to go by using the FL Studio or any drum kit that you have to treat it the way you want it to sound. Don't try to rely on already made styles. Okay, you get it, if you don't have money. Okay, so first of all, we will listen to the beat. After that, then I just break it down and show you how I treat some of the sounds to sound good for me. It depends on you, whichever sound that you want. So enough of the talking, let's just get into the video. But please, if you are new to the channel, subscribe to support your boy. Let's get into it. Yeah, so that's the beat, and you can actually agree with me that the drums sound okay, right? Yes, these are FL Studio drum kit that I'm using for this tutorial. Okay, so if you listen to the drums, first of all, we are much concerned about the drum today, but let me just break down the melody first. So after that, then we come to the drum section, treating it and everything. So this is the melody. This is how I started with it. These are the chord progression, you get it. And this is not the real sound. This is a sound from Purity. Yes, Tiny EP. So I did design it. I designed the sound with a Fruity filter, and this is the preset that I used. I just click on this. So if you take this thing from this, how it sound originally. Yes. So if you put this thing on it, this is what you're getting. Some cool low sound, right? Okay, so after this melody, and we have this lead here from Morphine. Yes, the sound is from Morphine. It's an FL Studio stock plugin. If you have FL Studio, probably will get it. Yes, and on it I have a reverb and a delay. If I take them from it, this is what we are having now. So these are the settings. I just cut the low ends and make sure the weight is really up a little bit. Then for the delay, I change the time to 4 steps. Then it's on normal, and then I reduce the volume a little bit. So together with this is what we are having now. Okay, cool. So the next melody is this, the same chord progression, but I have to just change the timing of it, and this is how it also goes. This one too is from Purity, Hollow Pad, and nothing is actually on it. No EQ, no reverb, no compressor, nothing on it, just the raw sound. So the next one is the bass. This is what I use for the bass, and it's a stock it's from stock plugin. Yes, FL Studio stock plugin. This bass 10 from Sakura, and this is how it also goes. Nothing is on it. I just brought the velocity high up and reduced the volume on the mixer track. I just wanted it to hit hard. You know, when playing keyboard, playing keyboard, for instance, if you hit the note at a lighter space, your note wouldn't sound really loud and aggressive. But if you hit it very hard, you know that it will sound really hard and aggressive. Yes, so the velocity can also count a lot. So the next melody I used was this. Is also from Sakura. Actually, it's a percussion in Sakura. Yes, this plugin is a percussion. So industry something. That's the sound of it. So if you listen to it, this is what we have. Yeah. And I don't think, yes, nothing is, I didn't put anything on it on the mixer, if you can see. Yes. So now let's move on to the drums. This is the percussion of the drums. This is my percussions. And this is not a third-party drum kit, which I would say maybe you downloaded it from online, or you got it from, you purchased it online or anywhere. This is straight from FL Studio here. You can see, if you search here, I don't actually remember which part that I took it, because I was just doing a selection of the sounds. Yes, straight from FL Studio. If you come to this side, packs and drums or these drums, you can actually get what you really want. You just have to take your time and make sure you select the right thing. Even not the right thing, you can treat it. So what I did was, this sound originally, this how it sound. If I take this in, you get it. So I didn't want the space at the back, so I just wanted the dry sound. So this is how it sounds. So if I mute everything and play dolly, this is how it goes now. And if I do this, you can see that we have some kind of reverb at the back of it. It depends. If you want the reverb, you leave it. But if you want the dry sound, I really don't want, if you don't know how to mix too much, you really have to be taking those things out of your mixes, so that your beat wouldn't be cloudy with some kind of background, something and stuff. Yes. And the next thing is this sound. If I take the background, I just add it to it. This how it sound. You can hear some reverb. If you are listening to it in a good studio monitors or headset, you can hear it well. But if you are listening to it on your phone, you might not hear it. Yeah. So I have to bring this one up here, just to make sure it's tight. I don't have any background, something. If you don't know how to mix properly your frequencies and everything, just try and go on with this kind of method here. It will help you so that your frequencies wouldn't be crashing too much. And with this sound, if I take this thing from there, listen, too muddy. But in actual sense, you can also use this sound without cutting out the ending tails from there. You can just go on with this, and if you know how to put your frequencies at the right positions, trust me, it's going to sound okay for you. But most of the time, just treat it with this. You can use EQ to also do what it takes to make it sound. And there's a rim straight from there, so very noisy. So I just have to, yes, not each and every time that you're supposed to end. You can put it somewhere, whichever way it sounds good for your ears, then you move with it. Just trust your ears and trust yourself. So this is the percussion. Okay, so then the next thing was so you can hear that this one, I like the way it was sounding, and I didn't want to cut the tail from it. If you cut the tail, this is what you're having now. So, and the way it was sounding in my ears, I didn't like it, so I just have to leave it like this without cutting the tails. Yes. So let it sound like this to make some kind of noises for me, because all the instruments sound like everything is cool. Yes. So, and the kick, this is the main thing that I think I treated. You know, for their FL Studio, their kicks really sound some way, but it depends on the kind of genre of music that you are doing. You get it? So with this, if I take this thing out, this is how it sounds. Some tails around it, you get it? And you can treat it by coming here, just putting this stuffs, tag and this thing over here. So you can see that it sounds good. It hits at the right when you just hit play. It doesn't slow down before hitting inside. Yes. And if I cut it out, this one we don't have any tail at the back. So I did treat it also. When you come here, I just cut some of the high ends and cut some of the low ends, where I mean the bass and other stuff doesn't really matter with the ears. So if you take it out, this is what we're having now. You get it? So if you can hear that we have some a little bit of high ends there. I didn't want that one, so you can see the difference now. Now it's playing like we have some high ends and making too much, so you can hear it now. So to treat your sound, you have to use EQ and I mean those stuffs on to help you out. Your EQ and compressor, depending on what you really want to hear. And I think I have to do another tutorial whereby I'll start from the scratch when I'm selecting the sound and treating it, so that you can actually know what I'm trying to talk about here. Okay, so that's how I treated the drums and everything together with this. And this is also from FL Studio stuff. I didn't do anything on it. I just selected it and put it there. And the first row, just a normal row that I did. If you listen to it, and if you come here, I just put everything on one mixer track and I put a reverb on it. So I control my width and also my EQ here then, you know. Yes, and I control the amount of reverb that should be on it. So without the reverb, this is how it sounds. Very dry. So with it, you get it. You get some feeling in it. And the next row was this guy. Everything is from here. Everything is from this sound, I think. Yes, I can actually select. Yes. So with this one too, I didn't actually do anything. I just put the same thing in the same mixer track, and I adjust the volume together with the beat so that it doesn't sound, I mean, very louder than the beat. Or yes. So that's all for today's tutorial. If you like my tutorial, make sure you subscribe to support your boy, like and also comment. We're going to learn much more about mixing and I mean sound designing in our following coming or subsequent videos. I don't even know what to say. Okay, so in our next videos coming, we are going to learn much about mixing of sounds and sound selection and everything, and give a pause to making the beat just like that. Okay, so comment and just say whatever you want us to do here with your boy King Series, and from Busy Home Beats. I'm out.